What's good, BFM? This is Bigtone coming at you from Bigtone Productions. Beats and feasts, you know what time it is. It's time for another cooking video. And today we're going to do something I've already done on the channel. But before I did it with the nice little new power pressure cooker and all that, this time we're going to do it the way your grandmother do it. Old-fashioned way, right in the oven. We're going to do some smothered turkey wings. So, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, make sure you share the video. Let's get started with some smothered turkey wings. The supporting cast is pretty simple. As far as the turkey goes, the turkey wings, we're using the drum part and we're using the wingette part. The little flipper, the little tail part, you can keep those and make a stock out of them if you want. I just got rid of them today. But there's the turkey. This is 2 turkey wings. There's the drumette, there's the wing part. Let me move this out of the way so you can see other stuff. As far as seasoning is going on the turkey itself, we're going to do salt and pepper to taste. You know how I get down pink Himalayan sea salt. Some garlic, minced garlic, some slap your mama seasoning, some thyme, Lowry seasoning salt, a little bit of onion powder, and some smoked paprika. That's what's going to be seasoning on the actual turkey wing. For the gravy is just going to be some chicken broth made from a roux, some butter, flour. Got my flour here, and then I'm going to put some onions and some green pepper in it. So this is 1 green pepper, 1 onion cut up. Of course, you got to have some butter and some vegetable oil. And I got my chicken broth back there. But hey guys, that's all that's going into it. So let's get started putting it together. First thing, before we start anything, preheat your oven 375. Turkey's going to go in the oven for 375 for about an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half. And we're going to take it out. We're going to put our gravy on top of it, and then we're going to go in for another half hour. But preheat your oven to 375. Let's start seasoning the bird up. And I gotta say, turkey, just like chicken, is a very bland animal if you don't season well. So make sure you're seasoning pretty well. First thing, we're going to start with some pink Himalayan sea salt. Throw in some black pepper here. We're going to go in with our Lowry seasoning salt, our thyme, a little bit of onion powder, or sorry, onion salt, sorry. And we're going to hit with a smoked paprika next. There we go. Last but not least, our slap your mama. Little Cajun seasoning there. Alright. So the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. Go in with the salt and pepper. Lowry seasoning salt. Hit with our thyme, our onions powder, our smoked paprika, and our slap your mama. So like I said, you gotta season turkey well. It's a very bland tasting bird if you don't season it well. So make sure you get seasoning everywhere and make sure you get plenty of it. So if you have some problem with some high sodium content, just be mindful of that, but make sure you get that taste in there. Alright, next thing we're going to put on it is our minced garlic. We're just going to sprinkle that right over the top. About about 2 tablespoons right over the top. And we're going to add some butter to the mixture just so we can keep it kind of moist. So one little piece of butter per turkey portion. Now we're going to add our green pepper in here. We're just going to sprinkle that liberally over here. That green pepper is going to cook down. A little bit of onion, not a whole lot. Most of this onion is going to be in the gravy. Alright. And the last thing we're going to put in here is a little bit of chicken stock. Chicken broth. Just enough on the bottom of it to steam it a little bit. And we're going to add a little bit of oil. Just a little. Alright guys. So that is seasoning up the turkey wings. So we're going to cover this with foil. And we're going to place it in a 375 oven for about an hour and a half. Then we're going to take it out. About the last half hour of the cook, I'll make my gravy. You'll see that. And then we'll pour the gravy in there. Let it cook for another half hour, 40 minutes. And it'll be fall off the boat. The gravy is real simple gravy. Just a roux type gravy. So I got in my cast iron here. I got about 3/4 of a stick of butter. And we're going to go in with our onions right now. We're going to sweat these onions down here. I may add, once I start to make my roux, probably add another 1/4 stick of butter, but let's let these cook down for just a minute and I'll be back. Alright, as you can see, the onion's sweating down nicely. I added another 1/4 stick, about 1/4 stick of butter. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic there. We're going to come in a little bit with just a little pinch of paprika, smoked paprika. Stir that up a little bit. Notice the color changing a little bit. Just so that garlic gets fragrant in there. Now we're going to come with our flour. Add a little bit at a time. Mix it up in here. This is starting our roux. That should do it. A little less than a 1/3 cup of flour. Stir that in there real good. I'm going to let this cook for about a minute. Just to cook that flour taste out of it. Then we're going to come in with our chicken stock, our chicken broth. Alright. So, we're going to come in here with our chicken stock, pour a little bit in. See it thicken up immediately. Pour a little bit more. That roux is really doing its job. On the Food Network, they call this deglazing the pan. Whatever they want to call it, we're making the gravy here. Alright, we're going to bring that up to a nice little simmer. And it'll start thickening more up. I'm going to let the camera go so you can see it as it starts to thicken. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. Hit it with the rest of the chicken stock. That's 4 cups of chicken stock right there. So we're going to let this thicken up a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, my gravy's starting to come to a nice simmer. It's getting thicker and thicker. I'm going to season them up a little bit. I did give a taste ahead of time. We're going to put in some pink Himalayan sea salt and some black pepper. There we go. Let me give it a taste and see where I'm lacking. Right on point. No more salt, no more pepper. So it's been about an hour and a half. I'm gonna take the turkey wings out. We're gonna put this gravy over top. Put it back in the oven uncovered. Alright, so we got our turkey out. And I'm gonna take some of the broth from the turkey. I'm gonna put it in this gravy over here. It gives a little bit of flavor there. Oh yeah. Alright, so we're gonna take our turkey gravy here. And we're just gonna pour that right over the top. Just like that. Now that's gonna go right back in the oven. Uncovered. So the tops can get nice and brown and fall off the bone. For about another half hour, 40 minutes. Alright guys, there you go. Smothered turkey wings. Just like your granny would make it. Takes a while, but it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Hey guys, I'm going to plate this up for you with a few other things that I made for dinner. So give me a moment. And you know I'm waiting for that bite. Good old smothered turkey leg. Or turkey wing, I should say. Just like your granny would make it. But you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for that bite. Falls off the bone. Let me get a bite of this turkey. That's what I'm talking about. But I got some greens here. Macaroni and cheese. A little stuffing. Hey guys. Do me a favor. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share the video. And hey, this is Bigtone signing off. Peace.